Basketball is one of the most popular sports around the world. It was created at YMCA in 1891 by Dr. James Naismith. Originally, the sport had a small amount of rules and it was played with a soccer ball. As it evolved over the years, many of the rules have changed, but its popularity has only increased by a spectacular amount.
Objectives: apply your student knowledge of statistics in a real-world scenario. Research the origin, history, and significance of the chosen sport and its relationship with statistics. Utilize surveys to fetch quantitative data in a set of group of individuals. Analyze general trends in a group of individuals based on statistical data.
In our research, we found out that different players have a different trend in their statistics depending on the position they play. For example, centers and power forwards usually get more rebounds and blocks. Small forwards get more points and guards get assists and steals. Because of this, it is easier for analysts to determine which players will have an impact on the game in different ways.
In the various surveys that we created, we could see a general trend towards a respectable amount of people in school following basketball. For the first survey, we asked students how many teams they follow. The mean was 1.28, the median was 1, and the mode was 2. This means that a good amount of people actually follow basketball and not only watch it once in a while. In the next survey, we asked students how many games they have played in their lives. The mean turned out to be 25.28. The median is 12.5 and the mode is from 0 to 25. This shows that there are some people who only play casual basketball but don't actually watch it as much. For how many basketball games they watch per month, our results were very surprising. The mean was 0.44, the median was 0 and the mode was also 0. This showed that although students play basketball at school, they aren't as interested in watching games at home.
Awareness of researching about this subject is to understand better how statistics in basketball works and how it affects the outcome of games. Also, by surveying high school students, we can know not only what professional analysts and statisticians think about basketball, but also what normal people who aren't exposed to basketball think. This is crucial in determining how the fans react and see basketball.
There are many different strategies that professionals use to predict the outcomes of games, but one of the most respected formulas is one created by psychologists Evan Haidt from Northwestern, Paul Price from Michigan, and Gordon Bauer from Stanford. They created an equation that takes into consideration not only the strength of your team, but also the strength of the opposition. It also factors in the outcomes of previous games, which can increase or decrease the chance of winning the current game, depending on the streak they are on.
There are four main things that basketball players require in order to make great decisions on the court. The first one is technical skill. Without technical skill, it doesn't matter how smart you are, because you still won't play efficiently. The second one is attention to your surroundings, so you know when it's time for a pass or to shoot yourself. The third is understanding of the game. Knowing the rules and how they affect your play and the enemy's play is crucial. The last one, and the most difficult to acquire, is experience. As you play more games, you learn more about how to prevent certain situations from happening in the game and how you can use them to your advantage. One of the best applications for tracking statistics in basketball is called Basketball Stats. In this application, you can add various players, teams, games, and also have a general score sheet with statistics from all your players. In the first part, you can add players based on their date of birth, position, number, height, and weight. You can have players from your team, but also from other teams, so you can track your opponents as well. Here, you can join the players to specific teams, so you know who they are playing for. The next step is playing their games. Here, for example, we are playing a game in which the Hornets are playing against the Wolves. You can track a ton of different statistics, for example, Uli making a 3-point field goal from this position, or Hunu committing a personal foul, Fernandez having a defensive rebound, Iñaki Minondo making a free throw, Mena making a 2-point jumper from this position, or Hunu missing a 3-point field goal from this position. After your game is finished, you can go back to the statistic page to check out how each of your players performed. It is qualified by points, rebounds, assists, steals, turnovers, blocks, personal fouls, and also gives you an efficiency per player, so you can see how they performed in each game and in general. There's also a specific shot chart to see how they shot from each distance. This is very helpful for both coaches and players when trying to improve after a game.
Here are the basics. The initial ball handler, player A, can pass to player D while cutting to the right corner. Or, if the defense blocks that lane, pass to player E while cutting to the left corner. Then, B sets a screen for D so he can swing around to the low post while E passes to C. The result is a triangle of players. From here, the ball can move to the corner, the post, or can be swung around the arc to create a new triangle. When all cylinders are firing in the triangle offense, in theory, over the course of 5 seconds, there are at least 340 different shot opportunities.
With an average of 30 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds per game, Steph Curry has been the only player in NBA history to win the MVP award by a unanimous decision. Michael Jordan in playoffs has scored 5,900 plus points, more than any other player. The Boston Celtics, with 17 NBA Cups won, hold the record of most championships won. In 1962, Wilt Chamberlain scored a record-breaking 100 points against the New York Knicks.
Wilt has 98. Wilt needs one more hoop. He gets a pass, grabs it, and dunks it through. 100 points for Wilt Chamberlain.
Conclusion. With this project, our team was able to apply our student knowledge of statistics in a real-world scenario. We effectively researched the significance of basketball and saw its relationship with statistics. We utilized surveys to fetch quantitative data in a group of students. Thanks to our research and the statistical data we obtained, we were able to analyze general trends about basketball and the students in our high school.